Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fourth edition of Adyogi's product webinar, Decoding Adyogi platform. So, before we get started, I'd like to ask our attendees to introduce themselves in the chat box. If you're an e-commerce business owner, a marketing professional, or a digital marketing enthusiast, or someone willing to explore Adyogi, kindly drop your name in the chat box and let us know something about your persona so that we can cater to your questions and queries better. And in case you have any specific questions during the webinar related to the Adyogi platform or anything related to performance marketing, do drop them down in the Q&A section without any second thoughts. So we'll be starting with the webinar in a couple of minutes. And in the meantime, we can go through the agenda of the webinar. So as we've communicated before, this session will be focused on how you can leverage the upcoming month of August and the festivities in it, such as Raksha Bandhan, Independence Day, Onam, Friendship Day, Tej, etc., to scale up your revenue. So we'll start off by discussing three features of the Adyogi platform, which have been highly requested by our clients. And then we'll move on to three value features of the Adyogi platform that can help you specifically scale up during this period of time, during the particular month of August. So, since most of you are already working with us, any guesses on what those requested features could be? Or if you've ever tried out the Adyogi platform, what are the particular use cases or what are the particular feature requests that you have made to us or would like to see on the Adyogi platform? So drop them down in the chat box and let us know. And let me give you a hint too. This key development revolves around being able to use the Adyogi platform on multiple devices and on the go. And the keyword here being device. So yeah, this one hint and this one guess will help you understand and decode what exactly the development is that we've made this month to help you use the Adyogi platform on the go. So for those of you who've just joined, welcome to the fourth edition of the Adyogi Decoding Adyogi platform, our monthly product webinar. So again, as we are getting started, and for those of you who have just joined, please introduce yourselves in the chat box. Please feel free to talk a little about your e-commerce brand or your D2C brand, or if you're handling any other clients which are similar to e-commerce websites, or you have an e-commerce clientele or D2C clientele, do introduce yourself in the chat box and drop your name along with the category you belong to, or if in case you're a digital marketing enthusiast or someone who wants to learn performance marketing or is already handling performance marketing ads for any businesses, then do introduce yourselves in the chat box. So we'll be launching a poll here, and we would like to ask how you've interacted with the Adyogi platform before. So yeah, the poll will be on your screen shortly. So we want to know how you've interacted with the Adyogi platform before, if you've used the Adyogi platform, or if you've recently started using the Adyogi platform, or you are new to the Adyogi platform, you've never made use of the platform at all, or you're enticed and you want to use the Adyogi platform going forward, then let us know in this particular poll and let us know what you would like to see also on the Adyogi platform. I hope the poll is visible to everyone. If not, let us know in the chat. Yeah, I hope it's visible now. How have you interacted with the Adyogi platform before? I've recently started using the Adyogi platform, so I would like to know how you've interacted with it. using the platform. I've never used the platform. I'm an avid user of the Adyogi platform. Just understand and gain an understanding of how you've been using our platform and how we can help you improve the adoption and the usage of the platform. So without any further ado, we'll be starting with the session. So hello everyone, welcome to the fourth edition of the Adyogi product webinar, Decoding Adyogi platform. We are excited to have you all here. I hope you're all set and have your notepads ready because we are about to have a super informative session. And this time we'll be having a session specially focused on the festive season that's coming up in the month of August. So to introduce myself, I'm Muskan, product marketer at Adyogi, and I'll be your host and presenter for today. Along with me, we have Pranab, team lead of the Adyogi product team. We have Shriram, product manager at Adyogi, and none other than co-founder of Adyogi, Anshul Agarwal. So without any further ado, let's set the agenda for today. Pranav and I will be taking you through some key features of the Adyogi platform along with the use cases, post which we will have a live Q&A session wherein you can send in your queries related to what we discussed or anything not related to what we discussed during the webinar. So hope you enjoy the session. Over to you, Pranav.
Thank you, Muskan. A very good afternoon to all of you. And we hope and we're excited to have you on the Adyogi Decode e-commerce webinar for today. Without wasting much time, let's just jump right into the webinar itself. Now, for today, we have 5 agendas that we have for today. The first would be to use the Adyogi on the go, which I think Muskan has clearly mentioned, which is again a lookout feature that you should definitely be going through. Then we have derived actionable insights, followed by learn how to analyze your catalog, the backbone for your ad account. Then we have something really exciting for you, something that is coming up just around the corner. And Muskan will be picking up the value features that can help you, during those specific times, followed by the roadmap ahead of what we have planned for you in the coming days. And then we'll be following it with a live Q&A where you can, ask us any questions, and we'll be more than happy to pick up the questions for you. Now, let's just start with the first feature, which is which is Adyogi on the go. So let me just play the video here. Now, in this video, we have recently launched the Adyogi app on the go, where now you can access the Adyogi application from the mobile itself. Now, along the application, as you see, we have the current dashboard, the catalog sections, as well as the reporting. Let me just minimize it, the reporting sections. And now within all these sections, you have all the proper matrices that you need to see on the go. So with that, you have the trends, you have the reporting sections, you have the catalog sections. So, and with that, let's just see the reporting section come. Now, under reporting, you have your daily reports, platform campaign analysis. In the daily reports, you have all the matrices available on the dashboard. So now whatever you see on the dashboard is now visible on the Adyogi application along all the functionalities that you have. So you can download your reports, see, manage the filters accordingly. Now, this was a feature that we wanted to develop because we know that how important it becomes to understand and manage the performance of your ad account. Now, with this, you can see what is the performance of your ad account. Let me just pause it right here. Now, with this, you can see the performance of your ad account. Yeah. And this also allows you to take certain actions basis your campaign. So let's say in this case, if I have certain campaigns available, I can just take certain actionability. So along with this, you can take certain actions on your campaigns, assets or ads. So all your assets are currently at the touch of a go. You can analyze the performance and then pause and enable these. Also, this allows you to pick up and see your best performing categories or your worst performing categories, and likewise your products as well. So with the catalog section, you can go to your categories catalog, categories products, and see which are your better performing categories. And essentially, you can take certain strategical decisions out of it. So do check out the Adyogi app or the Adyogi mobile view. Just log into your just go to your mobile browser and just type app.app1.adyogi.com, and this should give you access to the mobile version of the Adyogi application. Now, this is a very good case when let's say in case if a sale is coming around the corner where you want to analyze the performance on the go and in a very strategic manner. So you do not need to have access to your dashboard. You can just log into the app.adyogi.com version and then see your performances on the mobile view itself. Coming to the next feature, which is the actionable insights, which is ad set analysis to the ad analysis. Now, if you want to see that which all ads are bleeding money from a campaign or ad sets, you want to see what is the actionability analysis out of it. And this again section is something that we recommend as an activity to be done in 4 days. Let me just jump right into the dashboard itself. Now, this was one of the most requested features that we had from the audiences. Now, I think as in one of the previous webinars, as we have mentioned, we have completed the entire analysis from platform to campaign to ad set, where you can start from the platform and land with the ad set analysis. Now, just going a bit deeper into the analytical part, we wanted to convert and connect the ad set to the ad analysis. So now when you want to analyze your campaigns and you want to analyze your ad account, you can start from the platform and jump right to the ad analysis. So coming at the ad set level, if I pick up the ad set and let me just pick up the objective as, let's say, prospect. Now within prospect, I pick up one of my prospect ad sets and let me just click on any prospect ad set. Now, this will lead me right to the ad set analysis page, which tells me what are the ads connected to that specific ad set on the page itself. Yeah. So now with this, I am able to understand that what ads got linked to what type of ad sets. And now with this, I can see that what is the performance of my each ad. Now, this page can definitely be used in terms of, let's say, if you're facing a case where your CTRs or let's say your CPCs are increasing, and in terms if you want to pick up the levers for optimization, you can check the ad level performances. Now, on this page itself, you have a visibility icon, which tells you how or what is the preview of your specific ad. Now, with this, you can see what type of ad is running, what is the ad copy, and what are the creatives under that specific ad. And then you can pick up and check what is the, in case if the optimization is required at an ad level. You also have the option to see which type of ad is linked to what ad set and campaign. So under this specific icon, I can pick up that this specific ad, in this case, would be a top selling ad that is running under my persona housewives or for my prospect value campaign. Now, the major use case for this could be that along the lines, if you want to take certain actions out of the specific page, you can also enable and disable your ad accordingly. And that goes for all the analysis page where you pick up your campaign, ad set or ad. Now, with the actionability, it gives you a better handy strategy to take certain actions or take certain strategical decisions from the ad set analysis page or the ad analysis page itself. Also, I think with this page, you also have the option to understand that what type of creative. So let's say in case if we have a generic page of the ad, you can pick up under the actionability icon, you can check that what ad is running under how many types of ad sets and campaigns. So it also tells you that what ad got populated into multiple campaigns, and then essentially what is the action that you want to take out of that specific ad specifically. Coming to the next feature, which in this case is the catalog analysis. Now we understand that catalog happens to be one of the basic backbones of your ad account, and you want to analyze and a major question that we have read is how do you read the catalog? Because catalog happens to be an important section, and catalog is something that supports all your catalog tabs. Now going back to it, you just come on the catalog section under the catalog categories. Now, under the catalog categories, I open the funnel view. Now, funnel view gives me a better understanding or the essence of how my product sets are performing currently or what could be my potential product sets. This page specifically can be used to identify your potential categories or let's say your categories that are currently efficient, or it could also be used to identify non-performing categories as well. So in case if I want to pick up my non-performing categories, I can pick up my non-performing categories from the down below. Just a quick understanding. So in case, let's say if I pick up my kurta sets and my everyday essentials, it is very clearly visible to me that of the two sets or the two categories that are currently getting almost equated product page views, the add to carts for my kurta sets is comparatively high as compared to my everyday essentials along the conversion rate. So essentially, when you're trying to check the funnel view, conversion rate, or let's say you're converting product sets or you're converting categories could be the first thing that you want to look out, or let's say your hero categories could be the first thing that you look out, basis the conversion rate. Now, complementing the specific funnel view, you also want to check out the orders view, which gives you a directional sense of your data or the current process or the current performance of your categories. So in this case, as you can see, the data correlates with the funnel view, where for your orders view, your kurta sets also happens to be a top performing category basis the CRR data. Now, with the combination of your orders view and your funnel view, you should be able to identify your top performing categories, your non-performing or your bleeding categories. And then essentially, there are two options. For your top performing and your efficient categories, you can start creating product sets out of your categories. And for your non-performing or inefficient categories, you can start excluding these categories from your product sets, or let's say from your smart ads. So this allows you that only your intended categories gets picked up in the process, and all the non-intended categories or the inefficient categories get removed or weed out into the process. And along the lines, we have a similar understanding along the products view as well, where under the catalog products for funnel view, you can also do and check out the data at a product level, where you can pick up what are your top performing products, or let's say your better converting products as compared to your non-converting products. And similarly, along the directional sense, you can pick up the orders view, and with a combination of both orders and funnel view, you can highlight your top converting products and either create a smart ad of these products using the SKU features that we have on the smart ad, or create or pick up the product categories from this and create a smart ad out of those categories itself. So I think catalog becomes an important feature on the go that you should be definitely looking out. And reading the catalog becomes a very important feature, because the most intended category that you create out of your catalog becomes your highest performing smart ads on the go. So I think with this, that should also help you analyze how do you read your catalog. And definitely catalog analysis is an important step. Now, since we've covered the three features of the three essential features that you should be definitely using, we would like to launch a poll for you that what was the best feature, or let's say what is the feature that you've used till now. So I think with this, we can start the poll this side. So I think up till now, catalog seems to be a clear winner, and that's definitely it could be, since catalog happens to be one of the important features that supports the entire catalog or the categories that you have on your website.
All right, so don't worry, guys. We can cover one of these features again after we've covered the value feature section. So whichever feature in which you were not able to keep up with the pace, you can mention in the chat box, and we can cover it again once we are done with the whole deck. So don't worry about that, and we will just be starting with the value feature section after the poll is done. All right, I hope my screen is visible. All right. So before we start off with the value features that can help you scale up this month, we have given you a gist of all the festivities that have lined up for the month of August. So this is basically a festive calendar that will give you an overview of how you can prepare for your sales and for your inventory for the month of August. So, it only makes sense to leverage these micro events to help you compete against marketplaces such as Myntra, Ajio, and Amazon, which already have, a lot of sales lined up in the third quarter of the year. So, since we've already crossed first month of this quarter, it only makes sense that we make the best use of August and to not only scale up our ad budgets and the revenue, but also maintain efficiency while scaling up. So we'll be covering again the value features to help you scale up this festive season. So first up, before we get into the feature itself, I would like to ask you a question. Which ad do you think would have given a better CTR? When you see both of these ads, the one on the left and the one on the right, which ad do you feel like would have given a better CTR? Is it the left one or the right one? We have launched a poll to get an understanding of what you guys think about this, and yeah, do put in your answers in the poll so that we can also understand what you guys think and your understanding of how creative should be optimized. So I do not see any responses in the chat box. If you've written left, why? What is the reasoning behind it? If you've chosen right, what is the reasoning behind it? So you can always mention it in the chat box. All right. As I can see, my audience do have a good understanding of creative optimization. So yeah, the one on the right hand side has given us a better CTR and performed well. As you can see, both of the ads have spent almost the same amount of money and ad budgets, but the one on the right has an overlay. So the frame that you see over here is called a frame overlay. And the CTR for this particular ad was 4.8%, which is definitely more than the one on the left. Now, how you can create customized overlays and how you can customize your frame overlay on the ad creation page. So let me go to the Adyogi platform and help you understand how you can do it. So click on the section over here, create section, and go to ad and then smart ad. All right, apologies for the glitch. So once you've clicked on the create button, click on smart art, scroll down, and you can choose the type of overlay that you can select. So if you have gone with the carousel format, carousel with overlay, then you will click on carousel with overlay, and this will give you an option to choose from different kinds of overlays. So over here, you have to choose the frame overlay. Once you choose the frame overlay, you will see a lot of options for the overlays over here. So you can also select the category that you want to upload. So if you're running an end of season sale, then you can choose the EOSs. So these are the overlays that we at Adyogi have populated on the Adyogi platform, which you do not have to create or get created from your creative team. You can just come on the Adyogi platform, choose the overlay you want as per the theme of the ad or the theme of the sale that you're running, and then create your ad just from here. So since Raksha Bandhan is coming up, you can select Raksha Bandhan optimized overlays, which have Rakhis on made on the frames, and also they have some gifting creators as well. So similarly, Raksha Bandhan, Independence Day, etc., we have a lot of options available. If in case you wish to upload an overlay, what you can do is you can go to the campaign manager, then media library, uh, click on add media, click on upload overlay. So now, if you have already an overlay that you want to upload on the Adyogi platform and apply to your ads on the Adyogi platform, you can choose either an image overlay or a frame overlay. Now, the frame will be covering the entire borders, but an image overlay can either be on the top right or top left, or bottom right. So you can name your overlay. You can put the overlay in a particular category. Suppose you're uploading a Raksha Bandhan overlay, then you can select the Raksha Bandhan category and do check that you are uploading the overlays in these dimensions. So make sure it's a PNG format overlay, and recommended ratio is 1:1. So once you've uploaded your overlay, you can again go back to create section, go to smart art, choose carousel with overlay, go to frame, and then again click on the uploaded section, and from here you can choose the uploaded overlay that you uploaded on the media library. So I hope this helps you, but again there are some cases where clients want to apply their overlay to the entire catalog. So what they can do is they can go to catalog and then catalog configuration, scroll down, and you should be able to see this section over here, catalog level frame overlay. So what this does is it enables a catalog level frame overlay on all your catalog linked ads. So these linked ads are basically smart ads or dynamic ads and your performance max ads on Google. So if you want to upload an overlay or use an overlay only on Facebook ads, then choose Facebook. If it's only for Google, then choose Google. If it's for both, then you can choose both. Once your sale is over, once the Raksha Bandhan is over, for example, then you can also remove this overlay using this toggle button. So overlays do have a huge impact on improving your CTR, and I hope you would be using the same in the upcoming months to optimize your creatives. So now that we've covered creative optimization using the Adyogi platform, let's get into how you can crack the right audience or the right targeting for your sale period. So one feature that we have available on the Adyogi platform is lookalike ad sets can be created from previous orders data. Now your previous orders data is basically a gold mine which can be used to create lookalike ad sets. Let me tell you how. So Adyogi's intelligence, what it does is it takes your previous orders data and categorizes it into different groups such as fresh collection lovers, discount hunters, repeat purchasers, and so on. So basically, your previous orders data is being categorized as per the previous buying behavior of your customers. Now, what you can do is you can create lookalike, that is, people similar to these audiences, and use these lookalike ad sets in your campaigns. Now, how to do that? Go to the Adyogi app, click on create, go to ad set, click on Facebook ad set. Firstly, select the campaign you want to put the ad into. Once you've chosen a campaign, scroll down and select lookalike. scroll down, select the percentage of the lookalike you want to create. It can either be 3 to 4, 1 to 4 is a safe range. So I'm going to select 3% over here. Under preset audiences, you will see the list of buckets that we've created from your previous orders data. So dormant repeat purchases are people who have made more than one purchase in their entire lifetime. Active repeat purchases, people who have made more than one purchase on your website in the last 6 months. Similarly, if since sales are coming up and since you guys will be launching some or the other discount on your website, it only makes sense that you use this particular ad set, this particular audience over here, and create a lookalike out of it. So it says people who have purchased discounted products from your website. So again, bucketizing and targeting people who have previously purchased discounted products on your website. It only makes sense that you target people who are similar to this particular buying behavior now that you're, going ahead with sales. Not just discount hunters, you can also go ahead with lifetime coupon freaks. So these are people who have either applied a coupon on your website while checking out, and you can, you can run a campaign or an ad set basically using these two ad sets. So you can create a sale campaign and you can use these two lookalike ad sets to run your sale ads in. So that's how you use this particular feature. In case you want any other use case or how to use these audiences or how to create audiences of this, how to create lookalike ad sets out of these audiences, do let us know. Next up, now that we figured out creative optimization, targeting optimization, lastly, we have automations. So I know we've mentioned in the previous webinars for those who have joined previously, the impact that hourly budget optimization has on the ads. So hourly budget optimization is something that we recently launched on the Adyogi platform, but even with such recent development, the results that we've seen for our clients are tremendous. So let me give you an example over here. Here's how Adyogi's real-time budget optimization helped a women's apparel brand scale up by 40%. So if you can see the numbers on the left-hand side, this particular brand was able to scale up from 7.2 lakh to 10 lakh, and they were able to, these are the spends that they were able to scale up. But not just the ad spends, they were also able to increase their ROAS, increase the return on ad spend while scaling up. So from 2.8x, they went to 3.2x while also being able to spend more money on their ad budgets, on their Facebook ads. So a 40% scale up while maintaining above 3x ROAS. How they did it? They basically ran hourly budget optimization, which basically meant that the frequency that they set for their budget optimization was that the rule for increase or decrease of the campaigns will run in every 2 hours. So the budgets of a particular campaign will be increased or decreased by a certain percentage in every 2 hours based on the real time performance of the campaigns. So that's how you enable hourly budget optimization. Let me also show you on the Adyogi app how where you can go to enable it. Go to automations, go to budget optimization, and as you can see over here under Facebook optimization, go to prospect hourly optimization. So this is what has been set for this particular client, and you can also we can also talk more about the benchmarks in case you have any doubts. You can also get in touch with your respective account manager or the Adyogi team to understand what are the benchmarks that you can set for increase case or decrease case while setting up your hourly budget optimization rules. So, all right. Now that was it for the three value features that we had planned and that we had specifically curated for you for the upcoming sale period. Now moving on to the roadmap ahead. So we'll be enabling the ad text generator that we already have on the platform during the ad creation process. So in case you guys have not noticed, we already have an ad text generator on the AI tool section. Now that you can see it as a separate section over here, what we are planning to do is while you create an ad on the Adyogi platform, you will be able to generate your ad text while creating the ad. So that will help you in using the power of generative AI without wasting any time during the ad creation process. Second up, we have generate images using artificial intelligence for your performance marketing ads. So not just ad text, you will also be able to generate images that will be e-commerce focused or performance marketing ads focused, so that you can generate high CTR images using AI, and you don't have to get high paying shoots done for your product shoots done for your catalog. So this is what we have in the roadmap for the Adyogi platform. We are now open to questions. And yeah, um, in case you have any questions related to what we discussed during the webinar or otherwise, please mention in the chat box. In case you want to, speak in the webinar, or you want to ask a question verbally, please feel free to raise a hand and we would be happy to answer. All right, we have one question. Will you be showing any benchmark strategy as well? So if this is related to the hourly budget optimization and how you can set benchmarks for the same, we can show it to you on the Adyogi platform itself. So Shriram, would you like to take this up?
Sure. So when you are setting up your ABO, so what we also do is we check your data on an hourly basis. So we also show you the data of what is Muskan, would you be able to share your screen? Just go back to that ABO.
Sure.
Yeah, so what we also do is we show you detailed logs of why a particular change was made because of ABO. So which also gives you the logs specifically on what conditions was met or was not met because of which we made a particular change. So now this is something which you normally don't get to see on rules which are directly set on Facebook. Can you just click on the logs symbol, Muskan? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, just expand the campaigns. Yeah, so if you see over here, so for this we have set up a case of increase by 15% if the ROAS is greater than 4x and impression is greater than 3000 today. So in the logs which you see at the bottom, so you see the second one which is at 4.8x and impression was at 84K. So this was much greater than the ROAS conditions that you have set, because of which the change was done. So if you see in the first case, the ROAS is at 2.3x and impression is 37.7K. We have skipped this because you have set a minimum budget ceiling and your campaign has already reached the minimum budget ceiling. We don't want to reduce it further than that. So you get detailed logs and then reasons for why a particular change was made from the platform, which helps you to know what changes ABO is doing for your ads.
In case you have any other doubt related to the hourly budget optimization, how to set the rules, again, you can put it in the chat box along with a particular question that may be specific to your own brand and to your own performance that you've seen in the last few months. So we have another question in the Q&A section. How to control CPM during the sale period? How do you suggest we maintain profitability during this period? So I think this is more of an optimization related question, and I think Anshuk on the panel here would be able to help us better.
Thanks, Muskan. Hi, everyone. Very excited to be part of this webinar. So I know this is, so Muskan also showed a very interesting festive sort of a calendar where we see that there are a bunch of festivals upcoming in the next 30 days. Especially we have seen that Raksha Bandhan, Tej, can be really big. We have seen brands which are able to scale up 2x, 3x, 4x on a daily run rate during that Raksha Bandhan week if they are able to run the event properly. One common challenge, of course, all of us face during some of these big festivals is the CPM rate goes up, which is probably the exact question which got asked. So few things can be done. Number one, do not rely just on Facebook prospect campaigns alone, because we have seen CPMs do go up during festive season. So a good strategy could be, we have this nice feature where you can pick up any smart ad or a custom ad and populate that into discovery campaign. And generally, we have seen that the CPM rates on discovery is quite low. We've also seen high quality traffic coming from discovery campaigns. So you can, in the Adyogi panel, also see what is the average session duration of traffic coming from your discovery campaign, because we pull data from Google Analytics. So run your smart ads in discovery campaign, monitor that average session duration is more than 45 seconds. Once you're able to get this high quality traffic on the website, you can run Facebook remarketing campaigns to tap into this high quality traffic. And you will be amazed to see that you can get your remarketing campaigns will start performing really well because of good quality traffic coming. Second way which can also be done is, we have seen that CPM and CTR are also related at some level. So if you are talking about festive, then make sure that you update your creative copies also. So we have this feature called quick ad update, where you can go through all your creatives and update them based on the festive. In this case, it could be Raksha Bandhan, Tej, any of those. You also have an option of bulk edit your creatives, which can also be done. And Muskan spoke about this ad text generator. So do give it a shot. You will see that some amazing ad texts are given by ChatGPT at the backend. And when you put them in the ad copies, you will see your CTR rates go up. So if the CTR rates go up, then even with a slightly higher CPM, you will face that the cost of click on the website is pretty much the same, right? So that's, I would say, the second strategy which can be used. There's a third one, which is slightly, I would say, less used also, that we have an option of custom intent audiences in the Adyogi panel. So you can also update your custom intent audiences. Sometimes we have seen that festive related audiences can also be added. Like, for example, if you are in somewhere related to Rakhi gifting, let's say if you are in fashion or you are in home decor or any of those categories which can be gifted during Rakhi, then adding some custom intent audiences related to Rakhi can also help. So each of these can help you navigate that increased CPM, and you will see that overall your sales can go up during the festive season. Over to you, Muskan.
All right. So talking about Rakhi and talking about the festive season, I think we've mentioned a couple of features that can help you scale up. So again, if you have any specific feature that you missed on or you want us to portray on the screen, then do let us know. And yeah, next question we have related to, again, hourly ABO. How can I make sure scaling up wouldn't lead to a learning reset? So I think Sriram, you should be able to take this up.
Yeah. So yeah, this is one of the most asked questions, that what if my learning gets affected? We all know learning plays a significant part in your campaign scale up and efficiency. So what we suggest is usually don't set up very aggressive budgets, something like a 20%, 25% increase. When you're setting up hourly ABO, try to keep the increase case within probably a 5 to 6% range, so that it doesn't affect the learning. So that's one which you should always keep in mind. Don't probably set up percentages more than maybe a 10%. 10 can be the max that you should set. Otherwise, when you're doing it on a hourly basis, 10% every hour is a significant rise, which will definitely push your ads into learning.
Noted, noted. So let me show you an example also. Let me present my screen and show you an example of the benchmarks that have been set for this particular account. So as we can see over here, the increase budget of a campaign is by 5% if ROAS of today is more than 4.5x. So this 4.5x is again has been set up as per the last 7 days ROAS that they have been getting on Facebook. And again, we also have a feature that wherein you can set an impressions cap also. So if you want to tell the budget optimization that I want to make sure that the ROAS of today is more than 4.5x, and if impressions today is more than 4,000, then you can increase the budget of my campaign by 5%. So again, similarly for decrease case, you can set the decrease budget of a campaign by 3% if ROAS of today is less than 3.5x. Now this 3.5 must have been decided on the minimum acceptable budget that is accepted by the brand or the client. And again, we have an impressions cap over here as well, but again, it's optional if you want to use it. So you can also set the maximum cap of the budget of the campaign budget if you want to tell the optimization rule that do not increase if the budget is less than 5,000, or do not increase if the budget is more than 22,000. So since this is a high scale brand, that's why these benchmarks have been set. And the frequency of the optimization rule over here is that the optimization will start running at 12 in the afternoon every day, and it will run in every 3 hours. So the frequency over here is 3 hours, and this is a safe frequency if you want to scale up in a safe manner, in a stabilized manner. 2 to 3 hours is a good frequency to set up. In case you want to go for a more rapid scale up, you can go for even run in every 1 hour also. But then again, you have to make sure that your increase and decrease percentages are also kept at a very stringent level, and you make sure that you're keeping a check on these changes by going to the log section like we discussed before. So yeah, that is about the hourly ABO feature that we have on the platform. Again, if you have any questions apart from this or related to the festive season that we have coming up, feel free to post it in the Q&A section or the chat box. We have one question. Is it possible to implement hourly budget ABO in a particular campaign, and for rest we use weekly one?
Yeah, I'll take it up, Pushkar. So yes, we can do that. So you can enable a specific campaign on hourly ABO. You can exclude the rest of the campaigns which you want to exclude from hourly ABO. And for the weekly ABO which you're setting, you can exclude the campaigns which you have enabled on hourly ABO. So it is mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive. So you cover up all your campaigns to be optimized by ABO.
All right, next question we have. What is your opinion on Performance Max versus standard shopping? From perspective that PMax over time focuses more from warm audiences rather than cold audiences. So basically, they need an opinion on the difference between Performance Max and and a standard shopping campaign. So I think Anshuk, you should be able to take this one.
Yes, absolutely. Google actually over a period of time first launched standard shopping. So when anybody is searching on Google, you see these nice cards coming on google.com, and those are the standard shopping campaigns. Then they changed standard shopping to smart shopping campaigns. So the difference was smart shopping, in addition to standard shopping, was also doing dynamic remarketing. And this dynamic remarketing was done on Google owned and operated properties like YouTube or let's say Discovery or Gmail. Then they upgraded standard shopping campaign to Performance Max campaign. And the difference was Performance Max was standard shopping plus dynamic remarketing, plus also prospecting on Google owned and operated websites. So you were allowed to add some asset images, and those images will be shown on Discovery and YouTube to acquire new customers. What we have seen more and more is, number one, the smart shopping campaign is now phased out. So you cannot really run smart shopping campaign. So you now have a choice between standard shopping and Performance Max. From our interactions with Google India team and also having run Performance Max across multiple clients, we strongly believe that Performance Max is a much more superior product than standard shopping. With standard shopping, the biggest limitation is you don't have dynamic remarketing coming along with it. So you will have to run separately your dynamic remarketing campaigns on Google, which could involve more hassles and more challenges. So we recommend Performance Max. In some cases, you can also run a listing only Performance Max campaign. That's a feature in the Adyogi panel. What it does is it gets rid of all your asset images and just shows it on standard shopping plus dynamic remarketing. So that's something which can be done if you really don't want to show your asset image ads, which means your prospect ads on Discovery and YouTube. So I think that sort of a feature typically can help you get better performance. Over to you, Muskan.
All right. I think we are done with most of the questions. Let me have a check once again. All right. I think it was a super engaging session for us because we were able to answer a lot of festive oriented questions this time. And I hope the features that we shared with you can help you optimize your performance and scale up this month using the Adyogi platform. So you will be receiving a recording of the webinar after we'll be closing this session. Thank you for joining in. In case you have any questions, you can reply to the mail you will be receiving an hour or so. Thank you for joining in. Thank you so much. And yeah, have a good day. Bye bye.
Thanks, everyone.